Exit scams suck for everyone, even the people who took the money, because either they have to live on the run for the rest of their life or face prison time. See, an exit scam at its core is a con. Someone has tricked someone else into giving them money, and then they run off with the money. If you've ever bought something online from a shady person and never received your order, you might have been exit scammed. But those are small potatoes compared to what we're about to get into, because this is a list of the top 10 biggest exit scams ever. Number 10. Darknet Markets. Darknet marketplaces typically sell illegal goods, like drugs. Now, when you buy something here, there's an escrow service. You send the website your crypto coins, and they hold it until the seller proves they have shipped the item to you. Then the money is released. This makes it harder for someone to scam you on the site. But it also means that at any given time, the Darknet marketplace is holding a lot of its users' crypto coins. In 2016, there was a Darknet marketplace called Evolution, which was pretty big at the time. And suddenly, without any warning, it froze the escrow service on its site, making it so nobody could withdraw their money. Then the whole site went down. It's believed that this was an exit scam because there was $12 million in the people's escrow accounts at the time, and the administrators just seemed to have vanished and made off with everyone's money. But just because a site suddenly shuts down doesn't always mean it's an exit scam. Sometimes these darknet market operators get arrested and the feds shut it down. And it's just that these arrests don't make the news and nobody knows why it was shut down. So with so much speculation out there, and combine that with how the people who run these places are very secretive, it's really hard to make an accurate list. I'll give you an example. Another darknet marketplace was Sheep Market. It suddenly went down in 2013 without warning and took with it $40 million worth of crypto coins from its users. But it claims there was a massive breach, which took the majority of the money. So it sounds like about $39 million were stolen by a hacker, and then around $700,000 was left, and the site owners just took that and shut the site down. Empire was another darknet marketplace. Actually, I think it was the biggest one out there in 2020 when it suddenly shut down. And when it shut down, it walked away with $30 million worth of its users' money. It's speculated that this too was an exit scam, which would make Empire the largest darknet marketplace exit scam yet at $30 million. But really, these darknet market exit scams are just barely making this list because crypto scams are the true leaders in this space. Number 9. Guiyang Blockchain Financial Co. In 2018, a company called Guiyang Blockchain Financial Co. created 3 new crypto coins: AC Chain, Pincoin, and BioLife Chain. Now, the thing you have to understand about new crypto coins is that everyone knows that Bitcoin rose from pennies to over $50,000 per coin, and so many people kick themselves for not getting in early and riding Bitcoin to the moon. So there are a lot of people looking for that next unicorn crypto coin that's gonna boom. And anyone can just go out and create a new crypto coin these days. It doesn't even take that much work. So this company created 3 new crypto coins and showed promise that these coins were going to rise in value. Now, when a coin is first introduced, it often does what's called an ICO, initial coin offering. This is where the company that made the coins sells a bunch of them themselves to get started and raise money for the company. This is typically done before they're even able to be traded or mined. So the only way to get in at the beginning is to actually buy the coins through the company that made it. And that's what people did. People bought $60 million worth of these coins during the ICO. But then, the company suddenly closed shop and walked away with the $60 million that they just made from the early sale of their coins. This picture is supposedly what their office looked like after closing. Today, their coins are worthless, and I'm not even sure if they're tradable. So if you bought some, there's no way to jump out. 6 people have been arrested in Shenzhen, China for running this scam. Number 8, Control Finance. Okay, now that you know how the scam works, let's pick it up a bit. Control Finance was a crypto trading and investment platform that launched in 2017. Similar to other scams, the exchange raised millions in investments before the founder, Benjamin Reynolds, went missing. The platform held at least $147 million in investors' money when it shut down its services and blocked withdrawals and transfers. The company sent an email to users after the shutdown, reassuring them that they would receive their money, but the website never came back online. So that means all $147 million were lost and possibly stolen upon exit. Number 7, Quadriga CX. The story of Quadriga CX is a complex and scandalous one that certainly involves fraud and smells like it may be an exit scam too. Here's the skinny of it. Quadriga CX was a crypto exchange founded by a guy named Gerald Cotton. Now, exchanges, by design, need to have control of their users' money. And the exchange then has the burden of keeping their money safe. And this is typically done by storing funds in a cold wallet, offline, like on a USB key locked somewhere in a safe, away from the hands of hackers. But Gerald Cotton was the only one who had control of this cold wallet and was in charge of keeping it in a safe place. Well, in 2019, Gerald Cotton traveled to India, but never came back. He reportedly died while there. He was the only one who had access to that cold wallet, which meant users of the site couldn't withdraw their money. This resulted in Quadriga CX going down with a lot of unhappy users. But the death of Gerald Cotton is filled with mystery and suspicion that leaves many to wonder if this was an exit scam and Gerald just faked his death. There's a wonderful podcast called Exit Scam, which goes into great detail on this story. But whatever happened, Gerald Cotton now has control of $240 million from its users' money with no intention of paying it back. Number 6, Pincoin. Pincoin was a crypto coin made by a company called Modern Tech out of Vietnam. Now, some crypto coins out there provide interest when you hold them. That is, you might make 1 to 8% interest just by holding onto your coins and doing nothing. And this is becoming more common. Even Ethereum does this now. But Pincoin promised 40% returns to investors. Well, this attracted 32,000 people to buy Pincoin during the ICO. Modern Tech raised $650 million through this sale, then took the money and ran. It looks like the company's 7 founders are still on the run and so far have not been arrested. Modern Tech stole $640 million and we're only halfway through this list. Number 5, Bitconnect. This UK-based exchange started in 2016 and quickly grew in the crypto marketplace.
So what's up, Bitconnect?
The company created their own cryptocurrency called BCC tokens and launched it through an ICO in 2017. They reported the ICO earned them $2.6 billion. The customers who looked under the hood of Bitconnect were starting to see that it was sort of set up like a Ponzi scheme. In January 2018, the UK government and security authorities from both Texas and North Carolina filed cease and desist orders against the company, citing fraudulent practices. The exchange halted trading on its platform. While Bitconnect did refund its customers, it did it with the now useless BCC tokens, which dropped 90 to 95% in value after the exchange shut down. It's unclear exactly how much they made off with, but if they earned $2.6 billion from the ICO and they refunded people with almost worthless BCC tokens, then they could have easily made off with over $2 billion from this. There's a lot more to this story because it's one of the biggest crypto-based scams in history. Number 4, PlusToken. PlusToken was a South Korean-based cryptocurrency exchange that operated from 2018 to 2019. On startup, the company launched an aggressive PR campaign across Southeast Asia promoting their new cryptocurrency. Their pitch was that early investors were guaranteed to be profitable through high interest and dividend payouts. And anytime someone guarantees you'll be profitable, you should probably back away because this company was structured like a pyramid or Ponzi scheme, but investors still clamored for early purchasing of Plus tokens. After raising billions of dollars, the company throttled withdrawals in 2019 and began transferring huge amounts of various crypto coins out of their wallets. When the dust settled, these scammers made off with approximately $3 billion worth of various cryptocurrencies. Similar to other scams on this list, this story goes significantly deeper, but it looks like at least one of the founders have been arrested for this. Number 3, Africrypt. Africrypt was a South African-based exchange founded by 2 young brothers who were 18 and 21 years old. In April 2021, the company halted withdrawals on accounts, being vague and saying something about a hack. Then the website went offline and the 2 brothers disappeared. A lawsuit alleges that the 2 brothers made off with $3.6 billion in Bitcoin, which was stolen from investors after running a Ponzi scheme to raise the funds. The brothers disputed these allegations in an interview with the Wall Street Journal, saying that at the height of their trading, the exchange only handled $200 million and that the maximum amount lost was only $5 million. South Africa's financial regulatory agency says it's unsure if these crimes fall under its authority, but they did label this a Ponzi scheme. The two brothers remain missing after fleeing the country with the money. Number 2, Thodex. In April 2021, the Turkish crypto exchange Thodex posted a vague message about issues the exchange was having in completing transactions. Then they halted trading on the site. The founder fled the country, allegedly taking $2 billion from nearly 400,000 Thodex investors. Prosecutors have confirmed the founder transferred at least $30 million out of the exchange. Details are still being resolved, and allegations are still under dispute. Number 1, OneCoin. OneCoin holds big conferences around the world promoting it as a great cryptocurrency to invest in, because the more you invest, the more you'll make in the long run. And so people bought OneCoin, a lot of it. And this went on for years and years. The founder and CEO is Ruja Ignatova. But the truth is, OneCoin isn't even a cryptocurrency. People paid money and got nothing in return. There's no way to sell your coins or trade them because there is no blockchain for OneCoin. The only thing you can do is buy more from the company. And over 3 million people bought OneCoin over the course of 5 years. Well, in 2017, a warrant for the arrest of the founder was issued, and right after that, she went missing. A few years later, OneCoin just shut down entirely. We still don't know where Ruja is or how much OneCoin made during all this, but conservative estimates say that OneCoin made at least $4 billion from people. And it seems to me, at least, that the founder is on the run and is not planning to pay any of this back. Some people involved were arrested, and there's so many more details in this story too. If you want to know more, I recommend you listen to the podcast, The Missing Crypto Queen. That's it for the top 10 biggest exit scams. To help you avoid being scammed like this, learn what a Ponzi scheme is and a pyramid scheme, and try to look for signs like this when you're investing in something. Also, be very skeptical of any company claiming they have guaranteed returns from their coin. And also be skeptical when there's a major marketing push for a certain coin. These are typically red flags. Do your own research and don't trust celebrity endorsements either. Good luck, and I hope you never get exit scammed.